The effects of HR analytics and our firm. Hello and welcome. I am so grateful that each of you have been able to join me today. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Megan Leroy, and I am the HR Director here at ABC Recruiting Group. I am confident that in the next several minutes, you will see the importance of incorporating HR analytics into our firm. In this presentation, we are going to address what I mean when I say HR analytics and the role they play in our firm, specifically addressing our problem areas of absenteeism and turnover. We will be diving further into our current trends and how the use of HR analytics can help increase individual and company performance. Let's begin our discussion today with HR analytics. It is important that we begin with HR analytics and what the term itself means. Analytics is the process of discovering, interpreting, and communicating significant patterns in data. HR analytics are not much different, except for that they deal with the people analysis and applying analytical processes to the human capital within our organization to improve employee performance and improving employee retention. By utilizing data, we are able to gain significant insights and make more informed business decisions. Let's take the next few minutes to dive into absenteeism and how it is affecting our firm. Absenteeism is the failure to report for or remain at work as scheduled, regardless of the reason. Do you know how much absenteeism is actually costing our firm? There are many costs associated with absenteeism, some of which you may not have originally thought of. The four main categories of costs to consider are the costs associated with absent workers, including their benefits and wages, the costs associated with managing absenteeism, that's the time that the managers put in to either cover the shift themselves or in finding somebody to come in and perform the work. There's the cost of substitute employees, which could be overtime hours or temporary help to fill in, and the cost of the reduced quantity or quality of the work. The absenteeism rate can be calculated by taking the days or hours missed and dividing that by the average workforce size times the working hours or working days. Let's go ahead and take a look at an example from last year. By utilizing our numbers from last year, I estimated the cost of absenteeism. As you can see, it's quite extensive with total cost close to $1.5 million. From the chart on the left, the biggest cost is the substitute employee cost at 61% of the total cost. As recruiters, it's important that someone is there to cover the work that is missed to effectively manage candidate flow and to close deals. Due to the COVID pandemic, we've already implemented working from home, which is likely to decrease some of the costs related to absenteeism, but I'm not sure that it will be enough to make a huge difference. Did you know that statistics show more than 60% of work absenteeism is attributed to psychological stress and stress-related burnout? And according to a 2018 survey, 40% of the 2,000 employees that were surveyed said they were considering quitting their jobs because of this burnout. This is a great segue into our next topic of employee separation costs. Employee separation, also known as turnover, occurs when an employee permanently leaves an organization. Employee separation is a huge concern for our firm because there's significant cost associated with it. The total cost of employee separation can be calculated by adding together the separation costs, the replacement costs, the training costs, and the performance costs. Here we can see that the total cost of separation from last year was over $8.5 million. That's quite extensive. So what can we do to combat these concerns? The best way to combat the issues of absenteeism and turnover is by putting the data to work. We can use the analytical methods described earlier, such as calculating absenteeism and calculating turnover rates, to create and implement strategies to ensure a better outcome for our employees and for the organization as a whole. I would first propose that we implement a Flexi Time policy. Flexi Time is a policy in which employees can vary their start and finish times provided a certain number of hours are worked each week. Flexi Time, in conjunction with the already implemented work from home policy, will allow the employees to have more control over their schedule by starting and ending their days at non-traditional times. As of now, we're currently working an 8 to 5 schedule. Now, as with any new policy, there are pros and cons to implementing a new program. The pros include employee empowerment, reduced turnover, and a boost in morale, while the cons consist of the potential to mislead an employee's family or friends about their availability, there being no clear divide between work and home, and some employees may require the need of supervision to perform well. A flexi time schedule will allow our employees to better meet their own personal needs as well as the needs of our clients and candidates, as many of them cannot talk during that typical 8 to 5 schedule because they're working as well. By implementing a single program like Flexi Time, what can we expect the outcome to be? A single program can bring on an array of effects. The recommended FlexiTime strategy is only one program that, if implemented, will address absenteeism, turnover, job satisfaction, morale, and increased performance. And this is just the beginning. By utilizing the analytics, we are able to build strategies that will continue to affect our firm and our employees. Other potential strategies that we can look into by the use of HR analytics includes the return on investment for training, employee engagement, wellness and benefit programs, and staffing utility. As you can see, there are substantial benefits in bringing in an HR analytics system into our firm. We have lost so much money by not taking the time to obtain and analyze the data that has been sitting right in front of us for years. Let's not miss out on anything else and start implementing the HR analytics program today and use the data to develop strategies and make plans to better our firm for tomorrow. What do you say? Who's on board?